91.7 FM.
How do we stop crime in the society? Because at the end of the day, if a man cannot provide for his wife anymore, he looks for other means.
We should address Nigerian problems.
Harlent every Monday to Friday by 9:05 a.m. as women across Nigeria tackles trending issues, one honest, thought-provoking discussion at a time. Because when women speak, the world listens.
Good morning. Time check. It is 6 minutes after 9 this morning. First of all, Merry Christmas in advance to you and to your family. I know that concerns you. Merry Christmas to you. It might feel like Christmas is not Christmasing because Hamatan hasn't come. That's all right. That's all right. But it's okay. You can start your Christmas celebration in a tiny way. Over here at Women Radio, we have today's our grand finale of the 7 magical days with Santa, and bring your children, let them come and take pictures with Santa, let them come and talk live on radio. That one I'm personally looking forward to. And the kids have been talking on radio. We've been seeing smart kids, confident kids. You never know, this might be why they will say they want to be a broadcaster, a journalist, or want to be someone who does public speaking. You never know. This is a seed for them, basically. You're watching to Women Radio 91.7 FM, the voice of women, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. This is Her Lens, where we talk about different matters that are affecting women all over the globe, all over Nigeria. And with you, our Her Lens family, calling in to have conversations with us, to weigh in, to give your 2 cents on everything that we're talking about. We are live on YouTube at WFM 917. You can listen to us on the go, www.wfm917.com. My name is Fumi Bangbala, and this is the first time I'm going to be doing this with Fing Baby.
Good morning, Fumi.
Hi, Fing. How are you?
I'm doing well. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm excited to do this with you this morning. We've never, we should be doing this cross carpeting sometimes. You should tell me to come on conversations. I'll come.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come actually. Yes, we should. How are you this morning?
I'm doing awesome. I'm doing well. So good to be here.
Yes. What are your plans for Christmas, first of all?
I have no plans. Plans. The tiniest of plans. I don't have.
Why?
I just want to sleep, eat, and go to the next day. No plan.
Where we used to sleep to sleep. This essential service, we don't used to rest.
We don't rest. No, we don't rest here.
One day. Can we have a day off? We cannot have a day off. We cannot have a day off. Me for Christmas, my kids are off at my parents, so I think they're gonna come either this night or tomorrow so that we can spend Christmas together. Then they're off because my domestic help is not. She has gone for Christmas, and hopefully she comes back. Look. So I can't afford to have them around because of our hours. Yeah. So send them off to their grandparents, and they are having. My daughter was hesitant to go in, but for some reason they're having the time of their life. They're enjoying life.
That's how it is. When you go there first, you don't want to stay, but when you stay there for a couple of hours, you don't want to leave anymore.
I'm just like, wow. And then my mom keeps on sending me updates of what they've been up to. So I'm like, I want to go. My grandma has passed, so I cannot go to my grandma's house to go and do anything. Anyway, let's get into it this morning. Today's topic is Olagara. The first one is this one by actress Yvonne Jegede. She says, marriage is overrated. It is better to find who you love and just cohabit with them. She said this because there are cases where couples who date for many years end up separating shortly after they've gotten married. Yes. She spoke on a recent interview at a media house, and she's open to remarriage, but she's not actively seeking it. That's a bit counter this thing, because you can say, why are you saying this? Anyway, because life has taught her not to rule out possibilities. She says she's not looking, but if it comes, oh well. And the reason why she says, marriage is overrated because she has seen many long-term relationships that have collapsed once the marriage label is introduced.
Yeah, it's giving.
And she said cohabitation would be a better alternative for some couples, as it may reduce the pressure often associated with marriage. Personally, I don't believe in cohabitation. Why? Plain and simply because it's like you're getting me for free, and I'm not interested in that. Don't get
I
me for
mean,
free.
you're also getting the man for free. Like it's from both ends. You're getting the
Yeah,
man
but
for free. He's getting you for free. You're getting each other for free.
for free.
So
But the man is the one that benefits most of the time.
yeah,
Because
from
even
the cooking and the cleaning and ladies who are not married, they also like give this. They do this wifiness so well. They do it so well. When they eventually now get married, now it's a problem to cook. Now it's a problem to clean. Now it's a problem to do this and to do that. But when
now
you were not married, I think many people are just very scared of commitments that comes with marriage. The fact that you cannot opt out anytime you feel like it now takes a longer process to get a divorce and all of that. They want a situation whereby they can easily opt in and opt out. No commitment, no strings attached. Just let us go our separate ways. And that's why that's why many people feel like marriage is overrated. It is not overrated. I have seen, yes, I've seen a lot of. I mean, for me, is an example. I have seen a lot of people. No, for real. I've seen a lot of healthy marriages. I mean, no marriage is perfect at the end of the day. Every single person just putting in their best foot forward just to ensure that we keep going. I have stopped seeking advice from celebrities. I have stopped looking at celebrity marriage as a template for how marriage should be, because that is the wrongest. If that's correct, that's the worst template to look at, because they always portray the bad side of many and that's why you see when some couples online are so lovey-dovey, they get attacked because people feel like it's too much, what's all this one, I beg you. But you are comfortable seeing the bad side, you don't want to see the good side. What's your issue in this life? So I think many people are mostly they don't want to be committed. But why do you say you want to remarry if it comes, but you're not open for you're open for cohabitation? What's the difference for me? What's the difference between cohabiting and actually getting married?
Marriage without a certificate.
It's just marriage without a certificate, because you are doing literally everything that married people would do, but you don't have the certificate that they are married, they are now man and woman. In lots of cases like this happen already, and I don't know why women settle for that. Why you feel cohabiting with a man that is not married to you, it's okay, and then if he goes ahead to talk to another lady or speak to another or like another lady, you get upset. Just you feel like, why is this talking? He does not own you, and you don't own him either. He can do whatever he likes. You don't own him, he does not own you. So I don't understand why she's saying she can cohabit, but you might get married. I don't know. Cohabiting, if you're cohabiting, just zero your mind that you're married to the person. It's just that you don't have a certificate, because you're going to be doing everything that a person who is married is doing. People do not just like to commit in this day and age, and it's really, really sad. They keep getting advice, they keep getting a template of how their marriage would be like, what marriage is like from social media, from their faves, from their celebrities, and your parents that live in your house, that live together with you. They've been married for 50 years. You not go see that one, learn from. You will not learn from that. You would rather learn from celebrities that do not even know you, do not even have an idea that you exist. And it's really bad. It's really, really bad. Honestly. You have good examples. Like, you have good examples around you. What's your problem?
What's your problem? I agree. And there's nothing you've said I don't disagree with. I agree with everything. And I think that the fact that a lot of people keep on talking about bad marriages, they've scattered, they married yesterday, they've scattered, for me is the worry, because the PR for marriage is really, really low.
It's really bad.
It's really, really low. And nobody even wants to really see good marriages, because when you start seeing pictures at the bottom, you say, no, be your husband. Don't be too happy, because you will see him
you will see a couple getting married, and the next thing someone in the comment section will say is that that will not mean saying no go cheat. What do you mean? Is it all men? Like, are we saying everybody in the world cheats?
Nope.
It's not possible. There will be some people that are good. Just say the one you picked is bad. Don't generalize your problem. The one you picked is the one that is bad. That's your cup of tea.
I think that another thing is, when people go through bad experiences, it colors the lens with which they look at life or look at anything For instance, she has been married before, and everybody thought their marriage was going to last. But I think it was it a year or two, or maybe less. I'm not sure. And of course, subsequently, you just realized that look, maybe marriage is not what I painted it out to be. But like you said earlier, one of the things that people don't realize is marriage is hard work. I was saying it to somebody this week. Every morning I wake up to say I'm choosing my husband. Not that morning I looked at him and said, "Oh, me and you are cool." Sometimes it's even in the middle where you even know that you love someone or that you're like committed to the person, is that you are fighting. And you're like, "Do you know what? This fight is not going to be the one that is going to split us." Like you wake up every morning and say, I'm choosing to love you, I'm choosing to still stay in this marriage. Actually, everything is hard work. Even the office that you're going to,
It's hard work. You don't feel
how
like
your
all the
boss
time.
is abusing you and stressing your life. You still wake up and say, because
Why can't you do that for your marriage?
everything is
Why
hard
can't
work.
you?
Everything is
I
hard
mean,
work.
for me, they even show some level of commitment when they're in relation, when they're dating, when they're in their dating phase. Because if the guy does something to piss you off, you will not actually just say, I'm out of this relationship. You want to talk about it. You want to end, amend this.
Beg and everything. Yeah.
You want to beg. So why is it that when you are now married, I think for me, most people are so obsessed with the idea of a wedding.
Yeah.
They love the idea of, oh, I'm getting married. Oh,
My wedding will trend.
My wedding will trend. They love the idea of the wedding. And once that phase is gone, because the night of your wedding, it will be as if your eye go clear.
You're clear. For sure.
That's the end, right?
For sure. Yeah.
So like reality just sets in and it feels like, I'm not sure.
This is not what
you know.
And I think plus when you're dating, do you ask yourself real questions? Do you ask yourself? My husband still mentioned this a couple of days ago when we were talking to my parents, and he cited one of the conversations that we had, and one of the questions I used to always ask him was, if I'm richer than you, will you be okay? These that when we get married, if I'm richer, because you know there are a lot of men who have fragile egos, they're insecure, that when they're not anymore, it's either they tell her to stop working. Sometimes they sabotage their wives and write to the company and say, sack my wife or don't promote her, and that kind of thing. So that was one of the questions that I asked, because at church my pastor would typically say, he used to give that as an example to say, if my wife is earning a meal, so I would ask him, those are real questions you should ask the person that you're with. Not every time, oh, let's go for ice cream, oh, I just love him, oh, I just
learn.
You realize
this is a situation where you're going to be seeing this person at their lowest, and no matter how much you date for, you really cannot know everything about the person. So you would see some things in marriage and you'd be like, wait, is it the same guy that I was dating that time? So you have to, I think marriage counselors, even that's if they even go for counseling before they get married. That's it.
Yeah. And whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, whatever, like there are premarital counseling classes out there. If you're a Christian church, maybe there is one there. If you say you're a Muslim, ask your imams. I don't know how it works in the
just get knowledge.
Just get knowledge. Yeah. There are even some therapists that you can pay. There's some people who are certified marriage counselors. Go for that so that you're well equipped. At the end of the day, theory, no, you have to see practical, but at the same time, you know that you've been well equipped. And then when those situations arise, you can tap into the tools that were given to you in those classes.
Yes.
And another thing that she had said was, the time. I used to be a believer in, make sure you date for at least 2 years before you marry. But I've also seen people who got married within 6 months and their marriages are still lasting.
Even less.
Yes. I've seen people who met and married though. Yes. They met 6 months before, like met and married in 6 months and they got married. I've seen people who met and married in 1 year, they're still married to today. In 8 months, they're still married today. And I've also seen people who were married for 25 years. Who been married for 25 years, who knew each other maybe 10 years before, and their marriages are no longer together. So it's not really about the duration of how long you've known the person or how long you dated them. It's equality. You know how they say, it's not how far, is how well. That's the one. It's not about the length of time you dated the person. It's about the fact that in that length of time, because you can be listening to the person for 6 years and it's rubbish you're doing.
Of course.
and you get into marriage and be like, and I think that's what the issue is. People have these expectations, these ideals of what marriage is supposed to look like. And then when they get into the marriage, they see real life and it shocks them. I don't think you should be shocked. It's like if you were if you went for counseling classes, if you spoke to the people who've been married for long around you, even your parents, you've seen your parents' marriage 30 years, 40 years, like there must have been something that you learned.
You didn't bother to ask how are they doing it.
Or even if you don't want to ask because maybe you're not that close, you saw the things that they did that you did not agree with. So how about you take that and say, in my own marriage, I'm not going to do that in my marriage. So I mean, I don't believe in cohabitation. I think that it's a recipe for disaster.
Yourself. That's just
everybody loses in the end, right? And yeah. So I'm not even a fan of it. Everybody loses in the end. You can, and you know how they used to always say, you're buying the car for free, or you don't test drive something. I'm like, my own is just that you will lose in the end, because even in relationship normally that you're not living together, you know how you feel when there's a breakup. You know how you feel when that guy or that girl broke your heart. How much more are you living together? There's also the matter of when you cohabited for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, you come out a kilo to a cook. There's nothing remaining. Are you not going to go into the next one and cohabit with the same person
again?
It's you.
It shows how much you don't even value yourself. And your time and your resources and your mental health.
Yeah.
And why would you be comfortable investing in so many people and you cannot commit to one?
Yeah.
Like it's so easy for you to move from one person to another. You cannot never ever commit to one.
One is so much.
Some flaw that you need to actually work on. It's not normal. If you think it's normal, it's not normal. There's no marriage that is easy. Marriage can be exhausting sometimes. It can be, you feel like opting out many times. You feel like, especially I mean from what I heard, especially in the first year of marriage. They get nothing that I don't marry. Especially in the first year, you feel weird a lot. But the fact that you can stay with this person, you've chosen. Like you said, you choose this person over and over again. It's not a one day thing. It's not by my vows. You keep saying it, you keep doing it, you keep choosing. It's action. It's not just in words. It's not just in wedding gown and suits. It's real work.
It's a real work. It is, and then because both of you are from different backgrounds, different principles, maybe different religion, maybe different ideals, different principles, different belief system, you're now coming together. You're not expecting magic. That's even with your friends. Sometimes we have moments where you say to your friend, because they're like, mentality with you. How much more a husband? There's some things that I do that my husband's like, and I'm like, in my own family, these are what we used to do. Like for instance, I grew up with people always living in my house. My parents are pastors, so in my house, every other day somebody was living. When that would just come and say, "Oh, welcome them to the house." We could be 3 families living in the house, right? What else? So when I got married, to be fair, did I want to carry that over? No, but it was a case. But I still had the mentality of my home is open. So if you say you want to come, you want to spend a day or 2, and my husband is not like that. That's not his own reality. He didn't grow up with people coming to live in the house. It was a case of as you are coming, you are going. Like his family is very closely knit, but it wasn't a case of them sleeping over at each other's houses and things like that. So that was something that we also I had to get used to, that not just anybody can come and sleep over in your house. Also, because my husband is he's very reserved. He's not the type that he's just open to anybody. Me, come, let's play and whatever. So now I'm learning to put boundaries in place, because I've seen to say not everybody is accepted into my space.
Yes,
that's what I learned from him. Now my husband is not the one that is opening arm to everybody to say. So they're now seeing personalities mixing, and we're rubbing off on each other. Yesterday there was something that happened yesterday, and he said something. I was like, I'll rub off on you because that's something I would say, and we had such a good laugh about it. So you're coming And this didn't happen in our first year of marriage. It didn't even happen in our third year of marriage. It
Exactly.
did not happen in our fifth year of marriage. You understand? Over time, as you get to know each other, you're rubbing off on each other. But if you're expecting miracle in the first year,
That's where the problem is.
you will have problem. There's that common example that marriage counselors or pastors use. They say, oh, when I got married, my wife liked to press the toothpaste from the bottom, and then I thought it was just I know my husband like, really, like, why are you doing things like this? It is real life. Because when you're living by yourself, you like things done in a particular way. The both of you now come together and you're like, no, I don't like my shoe put like this. You just say, no, it should be like this. So you have to be like, okay, what's the compromise? And one thing I always say as well is you have to be able to learn as a woman that is not all the fights that you'll be fighting. You have to be able to learn how to. I say something. I say I will allow him win this one because there's a war in front. That's the one I'm eyeing. Not like I'm anticipating fight or battle, but it's just that if you're always nitpicking at everything every single time, when you really need to nitpick or when you really need to put your foot down, it will not hold water. You understand? It will not have that. It won't have value. So there's no need. It's just like they typically say, do you want to be right or do you want to live in peace? That's that thing. It's not every time you fight. It's not everything you say, but it's my right. It's my
right.
It's just shrug it and be like, you want not as the woman, you want not shagba from or something like you to be the big sister or be the other one for your husband and vice versa. So, and it makes me wonder what I think for me is that we need to be talking about good marriages more. Good marriages work, and
just that they attack the good marriages, like people who have come out to show that their marriage is perfect. They don't allow them drink water drop cup. They just they have.
I don't bother myself with internet trolls because that's what they are. They're trolls. So no matter what they say, because even me now in my small corner, I've seen drag in this my life. And sometimes I'm just so perplexed. I'm like, what did I now say now that they are dragging my chest? There was a comment I made on the post, like, maybe up until yesterday, I still saw someone that dragged me. I say, I'm not joking, up until yesterday, say, madam, put your head down. Submit. I was just like, you know what? Like, so there's no need. There's no need. Time right now is 28 minutes after 9, and you are tuned to her lens on Women Radio 91.7 with Finn and myself, Fumi. Today, we are just having conversations on whether or not marriage is overrated. What do you think about cohabiting? The numbers to call 07000 917 917 or 0800 1235 917. That's the toll-free line, or 09155 917 917. You can text or WhatsApp us on 08155 917 917 or 0703 1756 537. The numbers today have been dragging me yet in on the conversation. We are going to go on a short break now. When we come back, we shall be continuing the conversation. Do not go anywhere. This is still Women Radio. Her lens with Fumi and Finn this morning.
Radio 91.7.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
Hello, friends! Santa is coming to Women Radio 91.7 FM for 7 magical days from Thursday 18th to Wednesday 24th December, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. You will meet Santa in person. Take photos with Santa, get a special surprise gift from Santa, and say hi to your friends and family live on Women Radio. All this fun for just 2,000 Naira. Don't miss the 7 magical days with Santa at Women Radio 91.7 FM. Call Aisha on 0806 650 8772 and Sparkle on 0905 995 2779 for your tickets. Women Radio 91.7 FM, making Christmas super magical for kids everywhere.
December, don't show face, so time to run your vibe checklist.
Party playlist? Check. Outfits for Owambe? Check. Tickets for Dirty December concerts? Big check. First mobile app ready for vibes? Double check.
From checkout to chill out, First Bank's got you covered. Fast transfers, easy payments, zero wahala.
Don't miss a single vibe. Download the First mobile or lit app today on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store.
You first. First Bank.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, Diola.
I just want to say that I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
Hello, Daddy. I just want to say again that I love you and I like that we look alike. Hello, Auntie.
Hi, Diola.
How are you?
I'm fine.
How's family? I hope everyone is good. My regards to everyone.
I will, my dear.
Whoa. Diola, this is the 3rd time you're calling me. How much airtime do you need?
Airtime care? When I have Glow Talk Master. I'm basically getting 6 minutes free talk time for every 6 minutes call I make every day, plus 50 MB data bonus. And for new customers like me, I get additional 25 minutes talk time and 1 gigabyte data welcome bonus. That's why I only make calls with my Glow line now.
Enjoy free 6 minutes plus 50 MB data on every 6 minutes call you make in a day on Glow Talk Master. And enjoy a one-time 2,000 Naira welcome bonus. That's a 25 minutes talk time and 1 gigabyte worth of data. Get your Glow line and dial *606# to enjoy. Terms and conditions apply.
Glow Unlimited.
Mom, let's celebrate Christmas at its peak. I want Christmas lights so bright they could see it in space. Wow! I want a Christmas tree so tall players would have to watch out.
Think bigger!
Like what?
Pancakes stacked to the ceiling, delicious eggs, and a peak milk smoothie.
Just for me. Now that's Christmas at its peak.
Because truly, a peak Christmas is Christmas with Peak.
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Building the life she wants starts with making the right choices with Harmony. Harmony will support you to save smart, spend wisely, and to grow wealth. Yes, Harmony will guide on practical tips on budgeting, debt management, and making more money. Harmony, helping you to become financially confident and independent. Harmony, Tuesdays at 12:05 p.m. on Women Radio WFM 91.7, the voice of women. Harmony for every woman.
Driving through traffic? Bored at home? Or maybe you're having a bad day. Ease your mind with great music, entertainment, and lots of laughter on the Evening Experience every weekday from 4 to 9 p.m. on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Welcome back. Time check, it is 25 minutes to 10. You're still tuned into Women Radio 91.7. Excuse me. And this is her lens with our ladies are on holiday. We're giving them time off. So this is her lens with myself, for me, and Fee from Adult Conversations in the Evening. So if Fee is on and you don't recognize her voice, you are wrong, because you're meant to be our customer. all around 24/7. And before we went on the break, we were talking about cohabitation, whether we are for it or we are against it. And myself and Fumi have said, look, beyond cohabitation concept, we're talking about whether marriage is overrated or not. And our conclusion is that marriage is work.
Yes.
Marriage is hard work, and you have to be willing to
put in the work.
Put in the work, basically. Whether it is relationship, office, whatever, just be willing to put in the work. And that's basically the heads and shoulders of what we've been talking about. You can call and you can join in the conversation 07000 917 917 or 09155 917. Our toll free line is 0800 1235 917. You can text or WhatsApp us on 0703 1756 537 or 08155 917 917. We're going to go to the next headline. It's next story, I think. Right?
Newspaper review.
The next story this morning, I saw this on Twitter, and to be honest, I didn't even understand what they were talking about because I've not really been on social media. I do what I gotta do. I post and I leave. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's what they were saying. That's what they meant. So music executive Jada P shares wise words on being a wife. Jada P is, how do I put this mildly? She's basically Whiskey's baby mama. Let's just put it that way. There's no other word. Yeah, she's a music executive, yes, but a lot of us know her more as, Whiskey's baby mama. And can we just briefly talk about this culture of baby mamas all over the place? There are few Nigerian celebs that don't have kids outside of marriage, but the ones that are really, really popping, that are out there, he has, I think he has two, but he has one by one person, one by another person, and then he has three by this person. We have Davido, who has a generation of children by different women. Then we have their Alpha and their Omega, Two-Face, who is like the big guy.
I mean, Eve getting married.
See, I refuse. Everything I know about this Two-Face and Natasha situation,
I didn't want to know.
My knowledge is against my free will. I hate it so much, but we're not going to dwell on it. Basically, Jada P had posted a couple of tweeted a couple of things, and then somebody said, work on being the wife, don't give a chance to any other woman. Then she comes and says, a wife is a wife before a wife is a wife.
What does that mean? I don't understand what it means. This is so deep. What is deep about this? What is a wife is a wife before a wife is a wife? Like,
how motivational speakers go. Love your work. I'm just like, what in the world are you saying?
Love your job, don't job your love.
Don't job your love. Like, what are you doing? I swear to my God, I'm like, please just get out. Then somebody replies her and says, love is beautiful and you don't born it begin, no ring or more. She replies and says, love is beautiful, just find where it is genuinely given. Somebody else, she also said, sometimes you need to do things the other way around to know they will last forever. I'm sorry, what?
It's similar to...
Hello. Oh, we had a call. Hello, good morning.
How you know they get call? Now, good morning. FOS to power 2, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Bonnie.
Serious God. Say that. Don't be like Fumi. Don't be like Fumi.
Good morning.
How not this? It's been a while though.
Yes, it's been a really, really long time.
Compliments of the season. Same here. Fumi, I come in peace. So good morning. Have I greeted you today?
You greeted me already. That's okay. You greeted me this morning already. That's fine.
I hope you're doing amazing. Your conversation this morning is quite interesting. I beg, I don't want to put on for people baby mama because you call one now, say I found the omega. No, come for me and your local. Ancestors of baby mamas. I beg. quickly, let me talk about the first discussion. Is marriage overrated? People are covered under 20 years now. When I say marriage is overrated, I don't think it is. But when you start, you know the baby steps you start with, you make a whole lot of mistakes. My husband and I, we fought a whole lot at the reception of marriage, you know. They study me, and they study you, and everything. One choir never finish, another choir will climb down, and another, and another. Until, in fact, there's no manual to marriage. The way Philly would do hers is different from the way Philly would do hers. Same is also different from the way I would do mine. So it's not a one size shoe fits all kind of thing, no. But as you do inside, now you know who you do with, it's you know the plan, and then you start rolling with the tide, and you know do what works for you. I think carry for me man and I'll make it no work. And I said do what works for you. Marriage has to do with commitment, intentionality, not be saying that's but if you know what we begin come out. There has to be a time you say you can't any longer, you want to draw boundaries. Yeah. But for us, we die here because the fact is we don't fight when we do small. When we do the baby steps, we don't fight and so now instead of us to be fight, we just laugh over issues, we gloss over it and we are good to go. 20 years, the person will be school go do 20 years course. If they don't know, say yes. These are the pros and cons. You don't have this. Initially, my husband does not know how to apologize. I say, oh, God, I know say you the Igbo man, which are the Delta babe. But apologizing in marriage is key. It's true. Not be the ones they say, yes. No, the time will come. You will both apologize to yourselves, respect yourself, love yourself. I will still stick out my leg for marriage anytime, any day, because now peace you will bring. I see people pushing the wrong narrative, but believe you me, beautiful marriages abound. No let them tell you otherwise. People don't have that marriage phobia that if I enter, what I'm saying. No. You were saying something, I didn't hear you.
No,
I'm with you. You were saying something. So I said everybody should just, come together with a purposeful mind that this would work. And you see yourself go from level to level. Now, metamorphosis, so it takes time, commitment, intentionality, effort. But believe you, if you're with the right partner, marriage is sweet. You see me talking with so much emotion because I do enjoy my marriage. If now, like 10 years back, we fight, just the jump fight. But now if we get issues, my children will be like, people say me and my dad should stop fighting. Now, and daddy, so we just laugh over things and you don't even be like, I don't even remember when we fight last because it will be like, so please, marriage is sweet when you are with the right person. For me, 2026, now you go fight well. If and I'm not the only thing we want to work at concerning women regional is somebody has to be manning the line. The toll-free line will be buzzing 30 times, nobody will pick it. The other lines, I have called 20 times today before you pick this particular line. It is well. Manning it, defending it, and making it work so that people can call in more. Thank you very much. 2026 is the better part of 2025. Love you.
Love you too. All right, thank you, Mrs. Boli. So I was saying that I think she means that before you get the tag wife, after you get married and they start to call you wife, you must have learned the technicalities of what it entails. So I don't know, whatever it is a wife does, you should have learned. You learn those things, you become those things. Like it is not the fact that you're married that makes you a wife. That makes you a wife in the sense of it. There because if you are not wifey enough and you get married, you might struggle with some of these things. So I think she's trying to say that before you get the tag wife in marriage, you become a kind of person that is marriable, a kind of person that can build a home, a kind of person that can manage a home, even before you get the tag I am a wife after marriage. So and that would affect the way your marriage would eventually be. I guess that's what she's trying to say.
Yeah. But me, I guess it, but at the same time, I feel like she was saying it because people were like, it was, you know how people want to make themselves feel better when they're not doing things the way that
the right
is
way.
traditional way of doing things. You now comport yourself with a wife is a wife before a wife is a wife. Like, what the hell does that actually? What does that mean?
We saw this one. I don't know.
Even when your boyfriend or your fiance's friend calls you our wife, I don't even trust it because I'm our wives that I've heard.
Don't call me our wife. I'm not your wife. Please.
And that didn't even land in marriage. I know someone who they our wife to her so bad, but he was double dating. So what are we talking about? So and family was well in on it. The family was aware. So please keep our wife title. I don't need it. You know my name. My name is Fumi. Period. Even my in-laws don't even call me my wife. I'm even the one that calls my brother's wife my wife. Nobody calls me my wife. It's okay. I'm all right. And this culture of having children by a man who has not even paid anything. I'm not even asking you to do a whole marriage, right? Let him pay something for your head, right? I mean, a whole wedding. Do something small. I'm not for it. I used to have a neighbor who, I think that was her reality before they moved out, and I'd just be like, how are you able to just sit? My mom was telling me of some of her colleagues who are like that as well. And I'm just like, and in the middle of it, you're still getting pregnant, you're still money.
And he doesn't have to get married to you. Marry you now after 4 kids. Is it me that should come and marry you? After 4 whole children. Who is going to marry you like that? You just wasted your time. Don't let me say you wasted your life, because it's really bad. Why would you do that? Get pregnant 4 different times. He's not talking about marriage. And there's this thing people do for me. After introduction, they just have like a small parlor introduction. He didn't pay bride price. He didn't bring bride list. He didn't do anything.